All right. So what's the disagreement?
Well, like, okay, you were commenting earlier about how men essentially like develop the world, and that's true. I would agree with that to an extent. What I would ask though is,
To an extent.
well, yes, but I would I would add to that to say that I think that, well, I don't think, but men also have contributed to like a lot of other groups not being able to contribute to the development of civilization. For example, like women couldn't vote, women couldn't own property, women couldn't like be a part of certain
So
professions. And that was
okay,
in large part by,
okay. Hold on. Do women have it better today than they've ever had it?
right, no, but I'm
Uh,
talking, yes.
okay. Are you okay? What are women not able to do today?
Well, I wasn't talking about now. I was
Well, ma'am, this is the time we live in.
No, but I'm contributing to your point about how men created the world. I'm
Yes,
saying that there's a background to that. I don't think it's accurate to just make those general statements
yes, it is
without,
accurate. Who created the world, men or women?
but I'm saying that those men, those same men created systems and laws and norms
So
to
what?
prevent
There's
women from
always going to
contributing.
be war. There's conflict is part of the human condition. You're 26. 1,000 years ago, most men died in what?
In wars.
Thank you. Do we have those?
Not as much anymore, no.
No. So the arguments you're making is men have made structures. Men have also civilized the world in general to where you can do anything you want to almost as a woman and walk down the street. If you decided to get in your car and drive to the local convenience store
I
after
mean, to
midnight,
some extent,
there's
women
no to
fought for
some
that
extent.
though.
There is no to some extent.
Women fought for that to some extent.
You
Don't get
didn't
to
fight for
want to
shit. We
fight for
gave it
that.
to you. Women
Women
didn't
had to
fight for it. We
march and fight
gave
for
it
those
to. We
rights.
gave it to you. Women didn't
Women had
fight
to
for it.
fight
We
for those
gave
rights.
it
It
to
wasn't just
you.
hand.
Suffrage was a man. Men gave you the right to vote. You didn't fight for shit. It was given to you. History is a tricky thing, man. They can say they fought. You asked, and we gave it. Okay, ma'am.
Can I
If you want
ask
to have
you
a
something?
conversation, if you want to, no,
Okay,
no, no, hold
slaves.
on,
Can I
hold on,
ask
hold
you?
on, hold
So
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
did
hold on,
people
hold on, hold
slaves
on, hold
freedom
on.
as
You
well,
can't
or
overtalk
did
me. You can't
slaves
over
fight
fucking
for it?
talk me. That won't work. That is one thing. It says it in the instructions. See, that's when I start to get like tyrannical. Why do you think you can overtalk me? I don't understand why y'all think that's gonna be okay. Make your point.
I was just trying to make the point. So then, according to your argument, then that means that slaves did not fight for their freedom either. White people just gave it to them. They didn't.
That's right.
So you believe that?
Yes. What slaves rebelled, but did
The
they?
Haitians had a
Excuse me.
revolution, and there
Excuse
was a
me.
slave rebellion.
Excuse me. Facts are stubborn things. Until the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, the 13th Amendment, it doesn't matter how many Nat Turner rebellions happen. Facts are stubborn things. Prior to the women had suffrage movements, and women have been fighting for the right to vote since we had a constitution. Until you were given the rights by whom?
Well, then that's exactly my point.
Yes, you were given. You didn't fight for
But I'm
them.
saying that that's exactly my point, though. My point is that a lot. I just think that it's like you make these broad generalizations without taking into
Broad
consideration
general.
that,
Okay, what is a broad generalization? What is a generalization?
like the things you were saying to the woman earlier about, oh, men did this, men did that,
No, no,
whatever.
no, no. What is a generalization? Define what a generalization is.
When you just make a statement that is like broad in its kind of scope.
What is okay? Somebody not want to give her help because I don't think she's getting it. Is a generalization? Do you know what a generalization is?
When you said earlier, this is what I think.
Generalization, a general statement or a concept determined by inference or a specific case. Action of generalizing. That means you make a broad statement about
I
a
just said the
topic
word
because it's,
broad. I
excuse
just said
me,
that, and you told me that
if
it
you fucking
was.
over talk me one more time, I'm gonna have to drop you. Is this funny to you?
No, it's not. I just said
No,
the
I
word
can make it
broad.
funny. I can make it funny to my audience if you want to.
I
The
just said
problem
the
is, the
word
problem is
broad.
women
That's all I
don't.
meant.
Problem is women don't like generalizations. See, women like you like special snowflakes in nuance. But like it or not, all you have to make a generalization is a majority. A generalization is broad because it has to cover a broad swath. How do you have a conversation about 7+ billion people? How do you have a accurate conversation about so many people?
Sir, I just said the word
Uh uh
broad,
uh 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 uh. Sir, ma'am, how do
and
you
you
have a
told me I
specific?
was inaccurate.
You don't like generalizations. You make broad generalizations. Okay, gonna continue to do it too. Where are you
No,
from?
I was trying to.
I make broad generalizations. I'm gonna continue to do it. Just like I can say
No, I was
today.
just.
I'm saying I did. I'm saying I do. I'm not saying you do. What's your next point?
No, well, I mean, that was. Again, I was just trying to say that. I was just trying to add on to what you were saying
Yeah, I
earlier.
get it. I get it. Mankind
I
causes problems.
another thing I would ask, right?
I get it. Mankind causes problems, and mankind also corrects systems. That's what happens. Man makes problems, man corrects problems. Man makes systems, and systems oppress. Systems also free. My question is this. You ready? Because that's basically what you're saying. I'm not. What system works better?
Which system are you referring to?
Well, it's like you said. People had to fight for stuff. People, slaves and women for the right to vote. You can fight for it, but it was still granted a freedom. Systems exist to govern people. People must be governed. Imperfectly, I grant you, but they must be governed. What system would you propose?
System of governance, system of relationships. I'm not sure what system
Yeah,
you're.
let's talk about a system of governance.
I mean, I like democracies. Is that what you're referring to?
We're,
I like democratic system of government.
uh-huh. Do we live in a democracy?
I think so. Yeah.
We live in a republic, a democratic republic. You are ruled by the majority rules, the minority is protected. Representative government.
Mm-hmm.
Two senators from each state, and then people elected to Congress based upon the proportion of the population of the city, I mean, of the states. It's imperfect. Human beings don't do anything perfectly. So, how we got here is, I think we have a lot of interesting things. One of the things I love about being the leader of the feminist party is I get to look at all the feminists and rile them up because a lot of feminists want equality when the feminism ultimately was not ever about equality, it was about choice. So, if you have any other disagreement, go ahead and make your next point.
I would ask about like, okay, so you had said at one point that like women should be willing to, like, during a certain number of dates they should be prepared to be intimate with the person after a first date or a second date. But then you would say things like, oh, well, you have used vagina. So it's like, which is it? Should I not have a used vagina, or should I give it up on the first and second date? Like, I don't understand
What do
that.
you mean you don't understand? Those two things can be the same. Two things can be true.
But you made it sound
Hold
negative.
on, hold on. See, you have a problem. You'll talk, and then when it's my time to talk, and I start speaking, you start over talking. Why does that? Why is that okay to you?
I apologize.
No, but I'm going to ask: is that how? I mean, why is that all right with you? You hear me talking,
It's not all right. I'm sorry.
and why is this such a big deal? Because our women just have so little respect for us. They just think they men don't do that with one another. Because men would come to physical conflict if we treated each other this way. Two things can be true at the same time. You should not go out with a man who you are not sexually attracted to, a man you would not have sex with. You should go on the first date. You go on the first date to determine whether or not there's chemistry there or connection to where if there's another date, you shouldn't go out on a second date with somebody you are not sexually attracted to and would have sex. Because to men, dating equals sex. So the problem today is women are not being fair dealing. You're not just dating one man at a time. Maybe you are, but most women aren't just talking and dealing with one man. They're dealing with multiple men and bouncing around and dangling the possibility of sex in front of a man, or not even, or just knowing they're not interested in having sex, period. Ultimately, you know what men want is the truth. Are you going out with me because you're really interested in me and want what I want? Or are you here for me to actually incent you to be with me? Now, that's the dating notion. That means you don't have to date that many people. You don't have to go out with on a first date or a second date or a third date with a guy. You get to choose. But like it or not, men don't want women who've been ran through either. No one wants to marry a town hoe.
Well, that's what I would ask then, because what if it is that a person goes on a date with somebody and for whatever reason, maybe lack of chemistry or whatever, but then it's like you're also villainized. Like even if you're
On one
villainized if
date,
you
you
have
get a date. You get a date. Nobody's going to villainize you for going out with somebody
no, you're
that you
villainized if you
know.
have
No
a
one's going to
body
villainize.
count,
No, no one's
is what
going to
I'm saying.
villainize you. No, damn. No one's going to villainize you for going out with somebody on a date and you don't have attraction. Guess what? I've gone out with people that I'm not attracted to either. You get a date. We're talking about multiple dates. See, the problem is, audience, women play dumb. And men are tired of women playing like y'all don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, I wasn't playing dumb. I was trying to
I didn't say
understand.
you, I said women. Okay, I didn't say you. I don't know you. I said, but men are tired of women playing dumb because women do play dumb. You act like women act like they don't understand this, but when it's time to go get what women want, they know how to get it. Is the ultimate question? My ultimate question is this: what do you want from a man in a relationship? Do you want to be married one day?
Yes.
Do you want children?
I think I would have one.
Who's helping you effectively sort or vet men?
Helping me vet men. I guess I have to do that
There you
myself.
go. That's the problem. Ding, 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 ding.
I agree.
Yep. Because you can't even have a conversation without over talking a man. Good luck with that. Buy a dog right now, get dog insurance and a chew toy. How old are you? Sorry.
I'm 37.
All right. So what's the dispute?
I agree with a lot of the stuff that you say, honestly.
But
But uh, I feel like women have a very sacred role in the family dynamic, and to undervalue that is a disservice
how
that
do
we
I
do to
undervalue a
ourselves.
woman's role in the family?
Uh, Being able to bear life. That is not something that comes easy, and it's something that's I don't feel like we
Excuse me.
should.
Hold on. How do I under being able to bear life?
It's just what you were
Excuse
saying
me.
earlier.
Excuse me. 2021. Do women have more children today than they did 100 years ago?
No,
So were women back then 3 times, 5 times better than women today because they had multiples more kids?
I would
Yes or
say that they
no?
were probably. I
No,
honestly,
ma'am. No. Based upon no. I want you to be specific. Simply upon the ability to have children. If you have 3 children and a woman had 10, does that make her 3 times better than you because she had more children? Yes or no?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
so the amount of children, so just because you can have one, so you having one makes you just as special as a woman who can have 10. Yes or no?
I,
Yes or
I
no?
wouldn't.
Yes or no?
I can't answer that with
Yeah,
a
you
yes or no
can. Yeah, you can because it's
answer.
special. If you say it's valuable, then there's a value associated. So if one has a value, if you assigned a value to one child is 10, then having 10 children has 10 times 10 is 100.
Well,
So,
as far as population, yes, it is. It is more.
okay,
Yeah,
so is it
because
more
we need to.
value? So is it more valuable? Is a woman who produces more children more valuable than a woman who does less children?
Can be. Can
No, no,
be.
not can be. See. This is the problem. People, women don't want to. They don't want to be honest. So you're
I
already
can
starting to
say
see. No,
yes.
no, no,
I can
no.
say
It not
yes.
can be. No, not can be. It's either they are or they are not.
I can honestly say yes, but you know
But
what? The
hold
thing
on, hold
is,
on, hold on, hold on. I'm making. See, you won't let me get to my point. So my point is, you say women who make more children are more valuable according to your ability to bear life, kind of thing. So
no.
why? No, that's what you just said, ma'am.
You
Y'all see
gave me
where
a
I'm
yes
going with
or
this?
a
You see
no.
where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? She's already got herself in a trick bag. See, men
No,
back in the day, men, she already got herself in a trick bag. Women a
no,
hundred years ago were more valuable than their asses. They had more
no.
children. They had more children, and they delivered more value.
I,
And men back there made less. See, you're not gonna come at me with this because we can bear children. We're special. No, it just makes you human, undervaluing it. The problem is you guys damn near deify yourself because you can have a baby. That doesn't make you special. Hold on, you're talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself. Ma'am, the reason why I had to mute you is because you said that I undervalue a woman's ability, a woman's place in the family. That's not true. I said that giving birth does not make you special. It just makes you human. And
hold on, say
today,
something.
and today, women statistically bear less children than they did even 50, 70, 100 years ago. Those numbers are factual. So that means by virtue of your special paradigm, you're less special than women back then.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Well,
mm-mm.
tell me, no, no, based on, no, 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 no. Tell me the no, tell me you're more valuable based on the children paradigm you just set up.
It wasn't just the children
No, no,
paradigm that I
that's all
was.
we've got to. That's all we've got to. You said I devalued women because their ability to give birth. That's all
No,
we've
you're not.
talked about. Nope.
But
You said I devalued a woman's place in the family because I devalued the ability to give birth.
no, I'm
That's what.
saying I feel
That's what I hear very well, man.
if you don't give me the opportunity to get a
Because you're not
full
going to do an
sentence
end
out,
around. That's what you said.
I'm really trying to be clear about it, but I'm not able to speak.
That's what you said. I'm being fair by saying what you said.
See, I'm not able to fully express what I was trying to get across.
If you're going to
And I'm
say
not
something different than what you said, that means you're
it's
changing your point.
it's not something different. I'm trying to elaborate on it, but I don't talk over a man. I naturally
Now
don't do
go
that.
ahead and elaborate on the point of how I diminish a woman's place in the family by.
You
Go ahead. Go ahead.
you were talking about contributions to society, to history, to civilization. And in that way, women contribute life.
No, no,
You
ma'am.
cannot
No, ma'am. No,
contribute
ma'am. See,
life.
that's what I mean. Nope, nope, nope. Exactly not. You try to move the goalpost. We're going to stick right at the
What?
family. Nope, nope. You said I diminished a woman's place in the family. You're not
You
going to move the goalpost.
said
You're not going to move the goalpost.
that's just what I got.
Stick to the goalpost.
Honestly,
Stick
that's
to the
what I
goalpost
got.
or stick to the goalpost or good night. Stick to the goalpost. Stick to the goalpost or good night.
that come on.
Stick to the goalpost or you just move the goalpost.
You asked me about my
I'm not
you
going to allow
asked
you to move the goalpost. Stick to the goalpost or good night.
it's not moving it though.
Yeah,
You
we're not
said
moving past the family, man. We're sticking to the family.
and I'm talking about the
You said I
family.
diminished a woman's place in the family by diminishing her ability because I
Okay,
diminished her
let
ability to
me
have children.
explain.
No,
That
no,
makes
we're not. We're
feminism
not going to her
equality.
contribution to society and anything else. We're sticking in the
Why
family
not?
because that's not the point you originally made. Because you can't win that one. That's why you're moving the goalposts.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're trying to, and that's what happens.
And guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend, the Godfather. May he so rest in peace and may his name stay alive forever. Guys, keep checking his videos on YouTube. He has so much intellectual videos. Videos that expose the modern woman's mindset. Video that tells you how to deal with women in the modern era. You know, just everything that is supposed to improve your lifestyle, being it dating, being it whatever the case may be, you're just gonna get it. Sometimes too funny and everything you just need in a good content is always in his content, especially male improvement, male self-improvement is just somewhere that you just can't find it wrong or something. So keep checking it out. Now, let's talk about the feminist point that this lady came into, raised that women were not allowed to vote, women were not allowed to own properties or something. This is stupid. And I think feminism is something that has been able to trick, unintellectual females. Yes, that's just what I can say. Because saying that women were not allowed to own properties, it means men were saying, hey, you make your property, but give it to me because you are female. No, that wasn't how it was. First, women could not create anything by themselves. Today, women are able to build companies because the world has been mobilized and has been pushed to the extent that, like he was saying, a female can just, wake up 1 a.m. and start to drive to any part of the world that she want or the country that she want, because there is no dangers nowadays. But gone are the days, it wasn't like that. It was survival for the strongest. Women could not survive by themselves. They need people to protect them. They need husbands. But today, the world has been fire and pushed to the extent that females don't even realize how difficult it is to live as a female's gone at the day. It wasn't the oppression of men, but because women were weak and could not do anything by themselves. But today, men have been able to push the world to the extent that some women can even come online and say they don't need a man. And especially our black women, they are able to say these things easily. Women were not building their properties and men offering saying, hey, give it to me because you are a female, I'm taking it over. No. Women could not create because women don't have creative mindset. That's reality. And the lady that also came in trying to say, Godfather tried to downplay the roles of women in the family system or something. That's not something that he's saying. And talking of women giving birth, I mean, you can't give birth without the man's semen. Men carries life. Female don't carry life. They just carry womb. But they always want to take the big credit for creating human being or something, like they can bring life. You can't bring life without a man. Females are just womb. That's just the reality. They go through the labor to give birth and all that. That is the suffering. But to talk of who played the most important part of something, you can't just, wipe off the name of a man. You can't just wipe off men just like that, just to take full credit. No. We all contribute. I bring semen, you bring womb, we put it together, we bring in a kid. But women somehow, some way always try to make it look like they are special just because they've been able to give birth or something. Men carry life around, but we can't just run around calling ourselves special because we carry life around. Like it or not, life is in man. Only men carry life. Women don't. They just carry womb. But this narrative has been pushed around that women carry life or something. No. No female on the planet carries life around. No. It's men. Now they have created some artificial wombs, which means you can give birth without even female. But can they create artificial sperm? The answer is no. So everything explains to you and tells you without men, society will not even just, you can't just build society. Just like, no, both sides are important. I'm not trying to diminish the importance of female or something, but the point that she came in to make it look like women are special just because they give birth. That's the reason why I'm saying these type of things, to make women realize that no, even bringing child to life is, they key person here is the man. Though you carry him or her in your womb for 9 months or something. So that was another failed agenda. She came in to push an agenda that, oh, he's always diminishing the role of females in family systems, which is not true. He never diminished anything like that. And the feminists that call in first to argue about women were not allowed to own property, and therefore that is the reason why women were not able to contribute to civilization or something like that. See, since women have been given so many rights, it's been at least 50 years now. Just why not you pinpoint something that female has done in the progress of society? Nothing. Women don't have that mindset or that mentality. They just don't. That is one thing that most women don't fail to understand. Women thinking and male thinking are two different things. If you want to know why women don't have this creative mentality or don't have the mindset to create something, now look at it this way. Women empowerment. Now females are being trained to be nurses. Females are being trained to be teachers, and they are doing it very well. I'm not trying to take credit from them. They are doing it incredibly well. Females are being trained to be doctors and all those things. Who is training them and who trained them? It's men. So who trained men to come and train women? Because like it or not, first women were not in the work field just like this, and so it was just men. So who trained men to do all those jobs? The reason is this: men by nature have innovative thinking skills, so they are able to create something that is just not in existence. They are able to create those things. Female can't. So when they create those things, then they teach it to females. So we are not equal. Man represents God on the planet. That's one thing most people don't know. After God's creation, it's only man that can create something. Female can't create anything. It's a statement of fact. Not try to be sexist or try to be, against females. It's something that is a fact. It's factual. Men represent God on planet. And guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend, the Godfather. May he so rest in peace and may his name stay alive forever. Keep checking his video. He has so much intellectual videos on his platforms. Video that is just going to make your day, knowing the mindset of the modern woman. Just make sure you're always checking it out. And make sure you stay out of trouble and stay away from these hoes. They are always coming after you. Until we meet in the next video. Peace. I'm out.